Hi everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Zen in the Art of Fitness. Today I'm going to talk about a really important topic when it comes to exercise, and that is mindset. And in regards to talking about mindset when it comes to exercise, we're going to look at how you view exercise, and we're going to look at what exercise is actually doing for you and for your body. And so as we dive into this podcast, I just want to say that I hope that you are having a fantastic start to the spring weather here in Melbourne, if you do live in Melbourne. I certainly know that I've been enjoying feeling a bit of extra sunshine on my skin, and I've been trying to do that as much as possible. And so as we dive into this podcast, what I want to talk about in terms of exercise and mindset is that you might know that exercise is good for you and it may be something you prioritize. And without it, you might find yourself feeling a bit fatigued, sluggish, lethargic, and just not able to perform at your absolute best. And I guess my thoughts on this are that most people are exercising or moving their bodies because they feel like they have to, and not because they feel immediate impact, and not because they enjoy doing it. And of course, this makes it really hard to find regular weekly or daily motivation to get up and move your body in a really nice and effective way. And because I know this, I know how important mindset is when it comes to exercise and staying motivation and following a training program that is consistent, sustainable, and also longevity focused. So we know that the human body likes movement, and it likes movement that is mindful but also appropriate. And I guess what I mean by this is we're not signing up to do a marathon without doing a minimum of 6 months of training and gradually building up the Ks and taking a long and slow progressive approach. Because we know that when we rush things or rush towards a goal that we may want to achieve, we can risk permanently damaging our joints and things like cartilage and meniscus, as well as ligament and tendon injuries. On the other hand, if we flip the coin now, what I'm talking about, what we want to achieve is hiring a personal trainer and going about our exercise and our movement practice in a way that is longevity focused, has slow controlled progressions, and doesn't put you at risk of overuse injuries or overload injuries, but rather it stresses the muscles, tendons, and ligaments in a appropriate and effective way, making them stronger and more flexible. So what I'm going to recommend in this podcast is that you make a little adjustment to your mindset when it comes to moving your body and exercising. And what I'm talking about here is moving your body in a way that looks after the health of the tissues within the body, but also moving in a way that keeps the bones strong and healthy. So I'll say that again, just for a little bit of emphasis. We want to move our body in a way that promotes bone and tissue health. Tissues, 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 bones, bones, bones. That's what I want you to take out of this podcast. This is what it's all about. So whenever you step foot in the gym or yoga studio, or you roll out your yoga mat at home, or whatever movement practice that you're doing, start by taking a deep breath and connecting to your body and connecting to the tissues and the bones. Start to become aware of how your body feels in space. So there are several types of tissues in the body. I'm only going to talk about two main ones in this podcast to keep it really simple. The first one is our muscle tissue, or your muscles. And the second one is our connective tissue, or what we refer to as the fascia. So like I said, there are other tissues in the body, but for simplicity reasons, we're going to just focus on these main two. And these are the main two that you want to be mindful of when you move your body. So let's talk a little bit about the muscle tissue in a little bit more depth. So these are things like your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your biceps, your shoulders. These are all your muscle tissues. And when you are exercising, it's really smart to move in a way that keeps the muscle tissues healthy, flexible, and strong. And balance needs to be applied here. So if you push too hard in the gym, you can overstress your muscles, leading to damage or injury. And not only that, you can also make tendons angry and inflamed. Just to be clear, when we exercise and lift loads or weights in the gym, Micro tears in the muscle fibers occur naturally, and this is part of how we grow and develop muscle and become stronger. However, when we do it or overdo it and push too hard in the gym, this is when we increase our chances of injury, and this can lead to damage, and not only damage to the muscles, but damage to other tissues in the body. And as a result, the muscle tissues and other tissues become unhealthy, dehydrated, and we don't move as well as what we possibly could. So balance is key, and if you're pushing so hard in the gym that you can't control your breath or you can't breathe in a smooth and fairly diaphragmatic way, then you need to reduce the volume, reduce the load, and just scale things right back, and you need to search for more ease in the movements that you're doing. So as the saying goes, if we don't use it, we do lose it. And we need to move the muscles to keep them healthy, but doing this in a mindful way is critical and super important. And so we want to move in a way that allows our muscles to become hydrated and also promotes blood flow and nutrients. So these muscles can repair, get stronger, become healthier, and become more flexible. Exercising in this way will help you to move better, feel better, but not only that, you'll move more efficiently and you'll reserve your energy so you can use that energy for other things in your day. Okay, so let's talk now about the connective tissue or the fascia. The connective tissue is the yin to the yang. The yang in this example is our muscles, which are strong, powerful, and dominant. The connective tissue is the softness and the lightness, which keeps it all together, but both need each other. To describe what connective tissue is, it's wise and helpful to think of it as a fascial suit. So think or visualize of the tight-fitting leggings that you buy from Lululemon or places like Jagged. The fascia is just like these leggings that wraps around your body, and it covers the entire body from head to toe. It basically covers everywhere except for the eyes and the ear canals. So it's like this one big giant fascial suit that runs over our whole body. The fascia helps to support our muscles and organs, basically stops them from going rogue and moving around. The fascial suit is made up of collagen, is not very elastic, and is responsible for a lot of the stiffness that we feel in our bodies. On top of covering the body like a lycra-based onesie, it also intertwines within our muscles and organs in a similar way that fat does. The yin tissue or fascia must be considered when we exercise or move our bodies, if we are to achieve balance. If we focus too much on the muscles themselves, then we become yang dominant. The muscles dominate, and we may be strong, but we may also be inflexible and are likely to be very, very stiff in our bodies. This can lead to a decrease in longevity and a shorter lifespan. However, if we treat the fascia with respect and be mindful of it when we exercise, we can find equanimity and harmony within the body. Or in yoga, what they speak of is finding the perfect balance between effort and ease. When I move my body, I am always aware of this balance. Effort and ease, effort and ease, effort and ease. And I'm always balancing, never ever achieving perfect balance, but always correcting and adjusting in each exercise or yoga pose that I'm in, whatever movement it is that I'm doing. It changes my experience and helps me to realize what is actually happening in my body when I exercise. I can feel the benefits and the impact much more immediately. And often I can feel the fascia hydrating itself and allowing me to move more freely, instantaneously, which is pretty cool. In fact, from my perspective and going off intuition and my many years of experience, I feel like the fascia is the missing link. That explains why people, as they get older, become stiffer and stiffer, despite the fact that they may still be active and regularly moving their bodies. And this is because they are not moving in a way that is mindful of the fascia and the connective tissue. Instead, these people, as they get older, focus more on the muscles without providing some sort of balance To target the fascia more specifically, need to do much lighter exercises and stretching, such as yin yoga. In my sessions as a PT, I integrate some of these into my workouts in an attempt to provide some balance for the client. However, this balance can also be achieved by doing things like walking, going to a yin yoga class, doing Tai Chi or Qigong. However, in saying that, and while all of those things can be great, we can also only do so many things in a week. And most of you reading this will be fairly time poor. So hiring a personal trainer who is mindful and aware of both types of tissues and knows how to balance those within a session is extremely effective. And this can be key to you achieving this balance in a really nice, effective way. Bone strength and bone health, as well as looking after our joints, is the other really important thing to be mindful of when moving your body. Again, this comes down to balance and searching for that combination of effort and ease. Bone stress is good. We know this. However, severe bone stress or joint stress, as we see often in sport, can lead to stress fractures, hot spots, and in worst case scenarios, broken bones. Especially as we get older, this becomes increasingly important. So we need optimal bone strength if we want to live a long time. We also need them to be healthy to allow our body as a unit to function at its absolute best. Again, hiring a trainer with experience is your best bet for ensuring you don't overdo it and find the balance that you are looking for here. To keep bones and joints healthy and strong, you need to stress them in a way that means they will respond positively. And this means slow, controlled progressions, not pushing too hard too early, and spending time building the foundations. In summary, now I really hope that you enjoyed this podcast and can take some things away in regards to changing your mindset and how you view exercise. To summarize, next time you step foot in the gym or wherever you are doing your movement practice, refer to the following. Number 1, close your eyes and take a deep breath before you even begin to move your body. Begin to connect with your body and become mindful of the tissues, the muscle and the fascia. This may feel like stiffness, tightness, or it may feel strong, supple, and flexible, depending on where you are at. Number 2, when you move your body, continuously search for a balance between effort and ease. And you can use your breath as a really nice barometer for this. If you can't take a full breath in while performing an exercise, you need more ease, more lightness, and more length in your body. If this is the case, stop, pause, and go lighter. Or modify the exercise to become easier. Again, having a trainer is perfect in this situation. Number 3, looking after the 2 main tissues of the body and providing them with hydration with every exercise that you do. Again, come back to that feeling of effort and ease, but also see if you can visualize or even feel this happening in your body. Number 4, take a more moderate approach as you become more mindful about the long-term health of your bones and joints. Stress them in a way that you intuitively know is not going to do any long-term damage, and be patient in your path to becoming healthier and stronger over a long period of time. That's it for today, guys. So thank you so much for listening. For more information, please head to www.zazenfitness.com. And if you live in Brighton East or the surrounding suburbs and are interested in personal training, then please contact me through my website or send me an email, ash@zazenfitness.com, to organise an introductory session at a cost of $40. We have one-on-one and semi-private personal training options, as well as nutrition coaching and one-on-one private yoga for athletes and general population. Have a great day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.